My brother said something very important to me in the beginning, that he was like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. What I'm saying is you need to take your time or you're never going to make it to the end. You're going to break down first.
I also think I am extremely fortunate to have a brother who did disaster work in the state of Connecticut. And he goes, when you do this, and you're in the trenches, Marilyn, I know that's hard, but remember it is a marathon. And so first start with your cleaning. But first, even before that, organize. He goes, get out paper, pencils, sit them all down. And that's what we did. And we laid out, and I had each person talk about what they wanted as a goal. And really, I think with a disaster like this, and from what he was saying, is know what your vision is for the end. And our vision is to be up and running, blowing glass, doing commission work, making our art, and doing that.
I've been trying to divide my time between like cleaning stuff up here and then, you know, doing things like applying for an application for surf, so that I'm not here all the time, because it's not just the mold and everything that gets to you. It's every single time you find something that you didn't know was destroyed, and now you realize that emotionally that's so draining. Every single moment that you're like, oh my God, look, here's this. Ruined, destroyed, no way to fix it. You have to stop and take a moment to absorb that the same way that you would if it was the only thing in the room that was broken. I have to admit, having a little paperwork to do, like, you know, pricing out how much it's going to cost to rebuild the ovens, is a little bit of a respite from the destroyed part. I feel like you need to counteract all the destruction and the pain with a little bit of healing. Like I think I was telling you on the first day, I was just so overwhelmed that my friend who had brought me here, who I was staying with, said, look, this is yours and it's not broken. Just like take it, we'll put it in a bag and we'll take it out of here and go around and find some other things. And I went round and I was like, okay, this was like a part of a series of engravings. So I'm like, okay, we just got to find all of these, you know. So I made it like a little Easter egg hunt, you know, not like it was a fun thing to do, but there was some hope involved in that. And I felt like it was really important to give myself that day, you know. And I took all that stuff home, and even though I just threw it in my bathtub at home in my dark, cold apartment and left it there, then on another day when I was just like not sure what to do with my time, I was able to go over to my cold, dark apartment and just like take every object and like just lovingly wash it and set it on my kitchen table and look at it and say, look, this isn't ruined. To just have like a little shrine of stuff that wasn't gone was, you know, uplifting for me.
We live in a building that's a lot of performing artists people live in, and there's practice rooms, and I play my saxophone, and I can play as loud as I want at night when I go down in the practice room, and I can get a lot of aggressions out on that just by playing my horn. So I do find a little time late at night to have a little bit of quiet. I say quiet, it's not really quiet, but alone time. Yeah. Whenever I play music, it's hard to think about other stuff. So you just kind of just clear your mind that way. Not think about the work we did during the daytime.
And I realized that I hadn't been doing something for me that I needed to be doing. And so I've got to bring that back into my life. I walk about 1 to 2 miles each day, or jog with my daughter as well on the beach. And you get out on the beach and the dog can run, he can be off his leash, and we can run. and it's like, it is a way, and you don't think of anything but just running on the sand with the water, you know, and the dog being silly and leaping around.
We all have our moments too, where we're still, you know, my car got stolen Saturday night. I gotta say, I spent a lot of the day yesterday crying. When I thought that I was kind of past that being devastated, crying thing, there's, like I said, there's always that moment when you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot about this, and now look how ruined it is. And you need to take the time to stop and grieve, you know, even if it was a '94 Honda.